Our mouths were watering in the summer because we had so many new managers moving in to big positions.
Yeah, I was, man, instead of going out to the beach in sunny LA, I was just sitting by my TV going like, new managers.
Scrolling the stats.
Press conferences. And
So this one's going to expand a little bit further.
you know who I miss really quick, though? You know who I miss? I miss Louis Van Gaal.
I miss his antics. I wonder if he's telling someone how horny they need to be
I wanted
point.
to bring him back. Take over Stoke or somebody. Make it fun.
I think teams would get him back in for the entertainment value. It would boost our ratings.
I'd hire him. I'd hire him if I had a team.
So we had many transitions. Like when we start across seas, Carlo Ancelotti moved into Bayern Munich, finding his feet a little bit, more so now than anything else, but losing games against close rivals, struggling with RB Leipzig. We're leading for a long time. So I think he ruled himself out as for the best at the moment in this transition. He's going to have a tough task against Arsenal, who didn't change their manager for the 50th straight year. Of exaggeration. But there's clear candidates. I don't think, if I could title this clip, who's the manager that's had the most impact? Who's the manager that's got things going? Who's the manager that's done all this? And who's the best manager in the world at the moment? Who's the best manager since he came into his new position? There's several that can be in the bracket, but there's only one manager who's had such an immediate impact that he's turned things around, and that is Antonio Conte. Coming into a new position, he is the one that's just immediately imprinted on Chelsea. They tried a 3-5-2. This is the thing that was unheard of. They got bombarded by Arsenal. It looked like they were still in transition. He was confident enough in his own ability. Let's switch this up. Let's go 3-5-2. They conceded 2 goals in, 7 games doing that? Manchester City tried the 3-5-2 and conceded 2 goals in 5 minutes against Leicester. So Pep Guardiola had a great start. He looked like he was the man that everyone was going to be touting at the end of the year as a genius, as a tactical wizard. He's still got time, but at this moment in time, Antonio Conte is the best new manager that's taken over this season. I don't think there's an argument for, against. Jose Mourinho's there. He's somewhat making moves at Manchester United, but he's not up there. Antonio Conte.
Oh, it has to be Premier League?
No, well, did you tell me a new manager out there that's came in and switched things up that doesn't?
Yeah, so it has to be new, which I know, but I want to break the rules, so I wanted to talk about Allegri, but because he's been fantastic.
Well, there's a great clip out there probably of the best manager in the world right now, which
Zidane. You already titled it. That's
already talked about it. In the world, Zidane's the best manager, but
just saying, 246 goals for, 88 goals against in like 3 years. It's been fucking amazing. But onto Antonio Conte has been nothing short of phenomenal. I don't think there's any other. Who are the other options?
Antonio Conte, Pep Guardiola, Jose Mourinho, Carlo Ancelotti.
Yeah.
It's enough.
I can't. So here's the thing, because I do think Chelsea's going to win the Premier League. I know it's December, and what the fuck do I know? But that's just what I think. That doesn't mean that means they're not going to win it anymore because I made the prediction. If Ancelotti goes out there and wins like a Champions League.
Well, we know he loves to win Champions League
with
and
Bayern,
not win leagues.
And then in June we can have our conversation, or July have our conversation going like, well, it looks like Ancelotti's the best manager in the world because he just picked up a freaking Champions League.
It does matter. It depends a lot on what the end of the season is going to imply. But from what I've seen in El Clasico, it was enough for me to think no other manager in the world can have that much of an impact on a team that was fractured the way Zinedine Zidane took over from Benitez, worked with sole players, like man management skills.
Do you remember when people were pissed about Benitez getting fired?
Yeah, they were.
There was a lot. There was like an complacency, man.
Well, going from the Bernabeu to Burnley is a bit of a free fall. He went into Newcastle and then he did a great job there, and things got.
How's Newcastle doing in the Championship?
They're running, flying high. They'll get promoted. I think they will. Ask the True Jordan. He'll be happy.
Can't wait for that video. I can't wait.
Zidane. I don't want. That's why I was thinking about doing the clip as who's the best in the world right now. I think it's clear. I think he is. I already talked about it in a full clip for El Clasico. I gave you a different recap. People were like, "Yeah, Suarez scored," and no, I talked about solely his decision making for when he was down and chasing the game to bring on Casemiro because he realized that even though you're flying numbers forward, I'm confident in my team's ability. I will need someone to shut up shop when it is necessary, and then who cleared the ball off the line. Of course. You can't predict that's going to happen, but if you put some of the people in the right places, you never know what will happen. So he's, for me, the best in the world. But Antonio Conte is the best newcomer into a new team.
Put a minute on the clock, if we have a clock. I'm talking to the editors directly. Rapid fire, other fun manager questions.
All right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
This is not even prepared, but you're going to go.
Off the
Most fun manager.
Jurgen Klopp.
Best dressed manager.
Pep Guardiola.
Worst losing face.
Jose Mourinho.
Best press conference.
I would say Jurgen Klopp.
Worst press conference.
Louis van Gaal.
Best dance moves.
Alan
Worst
Pardew.
best celebration as a manager.
Antonio Conte. Is
All right, that's all I got.
that all I got? Brendan Rodgers, the honourable mention for great job, great smile, and great ability to transfer Chelsea.
Worst losing face.
Jose Mourinho. You guys just, if looks could kill, there'd be several assassinated referees.
Manager?
Tallest?
Who's the tallest manager?
What's that? Dortmund's manager's pretty tall.
Tuchel? Thomas Tuchel?
I think he's pretty
Tuchel?
tall.
Tuchel.
Zidane's pretty tall as well. I think he's like 6'2", 6'1". Who knows? And by the way, for the headlines that people run, I remember I saw one. I like beIN Sports, but there was an article. It was one of the headlines that was like, Zidane's known for headbutting the guy who headbutted in the World Cup final. No, Zidane's known for being a World Cup winner, phenomenal footballer, Champions League winner, scored the best goal ever in a Champions League final, and now being a fantastic manager. One minor mishap.
Ignorance.
Ignorant.
Don't be ignorant.
Don't be ignorant. Here's in the comments, what do you think? Who's the best manager to take over a position this year? Newcomer, is it Antonio Conte? Is there even an argument? See you guys soon.